Hey, this is Chris from Rekkid Talk. And so, what I'm doing today, I'm doing something a little bit different. I'm filming outside. So, we're out looking at the lake by where I live, the pool, and the complex where I live. And then probably want to see me. So, here I am. And so, we're entering a contest today for Lloyd Boon. And so, Lloyd Boon is reforming his channel. So, he's trying to get a viewer base back up, and he wants us to show some albums by underrated artists. In his video, he gave us 9 artists that he felt were underrated, and he wanted us to show albums by at least one of them. I'm going to show albums by 2 of them. So I was brought to this contest attention by the Vinyl Martini, and the Vinyl Martini and Lloyd both were showing Joan Armatrading albums. And Vinyl Martini showed several Joan Armatrading albums, but the one he did not show was the debut. And I got the new camera set up, so I got to get used to where to put the album. So we've got the Joan Armatrading debut album here, and Martini, he was always pointing out that you can't find this one in very good shape, and you can see mine's got a pretty creased up cover and all of that. I hadn't listened to this in years, and I went back and listened to it yesterday, and I liked it. Especially, I think the second side of this album is really, really good. So that would be, when we have the second side is Better Thread, I'll definitely show that. Now, another artist that was talked about by Lloyd was Linda Ronstadt. And of course, those of you that are regular viewers know I like to show Linda Ronstadt on her roller skates and tube socks. And of course, I have the single version as well. And I also have Linda Ronstadt in Polka Dots. I Knew You When was the name of this song. Back in the USA was the song off our Living in the USA album. And then we're supposed to show our own artist that's underrated. So I went the singer-songwriter route as well, but instead of concentrating on people, I think Lloyd's were mostly people from the 70s, maybe even 60s with like Neil Sedaka. I went with the 90s. I'm not going to show who a lot of you think I'm going to show. I'm going to show Lauren Hoffman instead. So this is the only vinyl I have of Lauren Hoffman, because this is her only album that was ever released on vinyl. It was called Megiddo. In fact, it was only released on vinyl recently for the 20th anniversary, all analog re-release, reissue. Album originally came out in 1997. And so she was only like 19 at the time. She was from Charlottesville, Virginia. She had worked at the label where Dave Matthews got his start. But then David Lowery from Cracker was the person who actually produced this. It has some really great songs like Rockstar and Persephone and The Cannibal Ed. I think she came along a couple years too late to really have made it, because by this time, the late 90s, it was turning into like new metal and pop stars and all of that. I do have all of her discography. It's not a huge discography. The rest of it's on CD. So there was her EP, The Chemist Said, from 1997. And of course, the Megiddo album from 1998. 1997 again, sorry. Then she was on indie labels for the rest of her time. So 1999 from the Blue House. Probably her second best album would be Choreography from 2005. And apparently she went to college and studied modern dance, so that's why there's the choreography going on. And then we have from 2009, Interplanetary Traveler. From 2016, we have, this is credited to Lauren Hoffman and The Secret Storm, so that would be the band's name. And the album is called Family Ghost. And then from 2019, she had Mercury Girls, which was a digital-only release, but I think she was highly underrated. I'm going to link to her Bandcamp and to a video of Rockstar, probably close. She never had a hit, but that would be the closest to having a hit that she would have had. So, and then I need to do the hat trick. So we got the second hat, and we got the third hat.